Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Eli, the real estate guy, and you saw the thumbnail, you see the title of the video, so now let's go ahead and get started. So in this video, I'm talking about the importance of keeping your pipeline full. All right, now I've been super guilty of this in the past, to where you get a lead, or you get a contract, or you got a property that you're flipping, or you got a deal that you just closed, and you get this big chunk of cash that's deposited into your account, or you get a check or whatever it is, and you slightly take your foot off the gas. It's not completely off the gas, but you slightly take it off a little bit because it's like, oh, I just made $20,000. I'm good, right, for a little bit, right? And it shows in your work on the oncoming times, right? And as that happens, then the production starts to go down as well, because when you're going full throttle, then you had a certain amount of leads that you're getting every single day, right? And as time goes on, then those leads start to slow down. Now the pipeline is not filling up at the speed that it was before. And over time, now the deal flow that you're used to getting is not consistent because you slowed down. And now you got to rev it up to increase production so that you can get to where you were before. But here's the solution. How about never take your foot off the gas, right? How about go hard from the beginning, and instead of looking at getting a deal as a time to rest, look at it as a checkpoint to go harder, right? Go faster beyond that point, right? Use that as motivation to go to that next level. So I'm not sure who needs to hear this information, but I'm guilty of this. I've done this many times to where after a deal you get satisfied. Right, and it will hurt you in the long run, because real estate, whenever you're generating leads, all right, you usually don't see the benefit of what you're doing for about 2 to 3 months. So if you slow down now, you won't really feel that impact until about 2 to 3 months later, right? So it's important that you stay with your foot on the gas and you go hard, because if you take your foot off the gas, you feel it later. If you implemented a great strategy now, then you will see it, 2 or 3 months later. So it's important to not only keep your foot on the gas, but also observe what's going on so that you can determine if there are any tweaks that are needed. And I'll go into something else later in another video, but I just wanted to leave y'all with this information here. It is super important to always keep your pipeline full, because as soon as you slow down, then you will not be able to get those leads that are coming on the other side. So I want you to think about this, right? Not that good with giving examples, so bear with me. All right, so imagine, like the big, tissue paper rolls, right, that you get from the grocery store, like Bounty, whatever. So you take off all that paper and you're left with that roll, right? And imagine you have a bunch of Q-tips, right? And every Q-tip that you're putting into the bottom of the roll, that is a lead, right? And in order for those leads to end up being deals that close, that pay you, imagine that Q-tip that comes out on the other end are the deals, right? So as you're filling up the bottom of the Q-tip, then deals start coming out from the top. But if you stop stuffing the bottom because a Q-tip came out, then guess what? Over time, a Q-tip will fall out the bottom. And then the more space that they have, the more space that there is at the bottom for the tips to fall. And now you're like, oh man, I need to get back on it. And now you're stuffing, and out of nowhere you're realizing, like, dang, it's taken so much effort to get a Q-tip to come on the other end, but it's because you stopped. But if as soon as you saw a Q-tip fall off and you're like, oh heck yeah, let's go, and you stuff another one, boom, here we go, and you're going faster, then all of a sudden you realize that those leads and deals are going out a lot faster because you're working to do what you need to do to get that going. It's probably the weirdest example you probably ever heard in your life, but trust me on this one, right? So I say that to say again, make sure you keep your pipeline full. Don't slow down. Keep your foot on the gas, and let's go. All right, so hey, thank y'all so much for watching another video. Be sure to like this video, because it really does help out the algorithm, and it helps other people see this video that needs this information. And also subscribe to this channel so that you're notified of whenever we're posting another video. With that being said, thank y'all so much, and I cannot wait for you to get your first deal. Y'all take care.